Virginia, William Hill, America's #1 sports book, is now here. And we have a special 2021 offer to help you bet on all your favorite sports risk-free. Download the William Hill Sportsbook app, and when you sign up, you can get started with a risk-free bet of up to $2,021. Use promo code RADIORF. Terms and conditions apply. 21 plus only. Gambling problem? Call, text, or chat our confidential and toll-free helpline at 1-888-532-3500. Let's make it interesting with William Hill Sportsbook.
Hello guys, this is Arnaud Woodard here on the Enlightened Networker Podcast. And so today, going to talk about some things since it is International Women's Day, or it was yesterday, or I think it should be the whole month, so it's okay. And I'm here with Andrea, and I'm also here with Tasha. Yes. And we want to talk about what it is to be a woman in 2021. Because I know it's a different dynamic, and I know the energy is different, and I know that relationships are different as well. So I just thought it'd be good to share, some insight about this with Andrea and our friend Tasha here. So, you guys, what do you think it is going out there in the space of being a woman in 2021? Like, what is going on? Tell me what's up.
Hello. Hello, Andrea.
Hello.
You're fine. Oh. You're the guest. I'm Taja. My life has changed quite tremendously over the past 4 years, leading to kind of the time now. Mm-hmm. Long-term partner since I was about 17, when you don't really know yourself, nor where your life is going to head. And then, now getting a divorce from that person, and now 4 years in is where I'm finally now to me. Okay. As you're in a relationship, you have a lot of negotiation and the things you don't understand about yourself, and you try and make things work. So then you lose track of what it is that you want and need until you're by yourself, and then you really understand.
Yes, and I'm pretty sure, excuse me, I'm pretty sure everybody can relate with that. And what do you think it is now being a woman in 2021? Like, you think it's like a lot of course, there's a lot of relationship issues, a lot of growth issues, but what do you think is like the main struggle with 2021, you think?
I think that considering what has happened, in the world to create fear and uncertainty, that it's kind of affected people on on their own level. When you're tested and you are triggered for fear, what are your responses? Do you then implode? Do you then externally, do different things? It's definitely for me, it's kind of the dark and light side of what things are, to deny your own how do I say aggression, when it comes to, your own sense of yourself, when someone has projected onto you what they thought you were, and it then feeds into your own insecurities, and to really find where the lines are of what you're going to accept and what you're going to say, that's enough, there's my boundary. So, and then what do you do?
Okay. And
really important to know your boundaries, exactly. And our stories, they are quite the same. She just been married like almost 20 years. I've been married 1 year. Mm-hmm. But the same thing, when you don't know what you want, and especially coming with some baggage from previous relationship where was toxicity and abusing and any kind of abuse and a little bit of trauma, you definitely put it in your partner and put too much on your shoulders. And after a while, it's just like you can really see a way to get out of that. And I think the first thing really start being a problem or like a challenge is to make love with your partner when there's no feelings right there and no connection, and to realize like, do I want to be here? Do I really want to be here? Why I'm here? And then you realize like, oh, I think I was just a little bit in love, but I didn't really love him because, yeah, he was a good guy, but not for me, and not to really get so fast.
So it sounds like what you guys think is that for 2020, 2021, I don't know why I keep saying 2020, but 2021 for women is mainly about just growth from what past experiences that they had, right?
It's almost an authenticity that has to be there now. You can't kind of just, I don't want to say like go halfway or just kind of be superficial. It's more, especially because I'm 49 now, and it's either I have to listen to it because it just speaks louder and louder and louder. And that's why I left my marriage, that I was not getting the deep intimacy that I required going forward, physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. It was falling short in the ways that, and a resistance against me. And I just couldn't have it anymore until,
Right.
You can only run for so long and try and make it work. And it's like, nope, I can't, this is an opposing force. It's too much. So I need to then have the expansion beyond this. So
yeah, so definitely a time for growth nowadays. Authenticity, really being true with yourself, and pretty much understanding that your experiences have made you who you are now, and actually learning from them.
And I will say something else. It's more for us to really get together. We women, all this part. I don't say I have something against all this feminism, but something was really wrong. We are not equal with our partners. We are not equals with the men's. And we became pretty
equal.
Equal.
I love her
equal.
accent.
Adorable.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's time for us to really get together and to really grow together.
Oh yeah, and sorry
because women need a woman in their
I'm sorry
life.
if you guys listening. I'm sorry, guys. We have to have the air on and stuff, so I'm sorry, guys. We're in Arizona. It's hot, so okay. Okay, you guys. I'm sorry.
Well, what happens is when my divorce was not a simple thing. It was very, even after we were completely divorced, it was full force and court for 4 years straight concerning my daughters. And, when you have to be in a fight, you become, I'm going to say a little bit more aggressive, because when you're in a defensive mode, when someone is, kind of going after you. And then for me, now that it's finally done, is then to embrace being vulnerable again, and, to allowing myself to be feminine, allowing a man to step forward in a relationship with me, to allow my hormones to adjust back to not being as, kind of higher testosterone or that sort of thing, because, situations kind of dictate, what it's going to then do, and to get back to the softness that I don't have to then, protect myself anymore like that, to really resonate with what I'm wanting and needing on that level.
Yeah, that's more important for us, again, to
as women, the
let
femininity.
the pants away and just put a skirt on, right? Because in the end, we forgot to be women.
And so, yeah, I kind of want to chime in on that a little bit when it comes to the feminist movement. And I know a lot of this stuff has surfaced over the years about women independence and everything else, and Women International Day. Tell me what you guys think about the feminine movement. Back in the day, the equality roles of gender. How do you think that's playing now versus back then?
I guess as far as the
like I can do anything man can do and stuff like that.
It's because to think that a woman needs to take a submissive role that a man dictates in the world, and he's kind of above, and women don't need to be submissive. They can have their own strength and power or magnetism, and to have a man to not fear that, that we're not a man, and we still need a man to bring the different strengths that they bring, but it also, women have a lot to give as well, and it's very hard when you do become a little bit more strong and into your own power. It can be very scary for a man, because they are not used to their own emotions, and we then are emotionally more aggressive because we have babies, we have instincts and things, and it just kind of kicks in, and it's an energy that can be disruptive for men, having, a trigger of their own inadequacy, of how society has dictated to them as well. It's not just our femininity, but then also, where is man's place in that? We're all trying to fit as equals, but without it being forced. It's like a natural dovetailing that I think that needs to happen. And it's kind of swinging back and forth. Men wearing skirts and dresses now.
It's like for a while, right? We talk about 100 years,
yes,
200 years old, all this mentality of being independent. And it's true. This is what we hear from, this is what I hear from my mom. This is how we really hear from our grandparents. Oh, you need to take care of your own, blah, blah, blah. But let's go back and let's see. It's true. Back then, the men was in a world where they didn't been home and they couldn't really do stuff, right? They literally didn't been there, but that's gone. It's no war in this world. We need to really take the men how they are and give them exactly what they need. And for us to really take what it's us and for us and to really do it and be this beautiful balance between a man and a woman, the way it's supposed to be, and not having all these fights and not having women they are saying, oh, I will take care of my kids by my own and I will make kids without getting married or having a man in my life. And that's not right. That's not. We want powerful men, but actually everything we see around us is just weakness, right? The moms, most of the time, they will grow the little boys like, hey, you need me, I will be here, I will give you everything, I will take care of you. And after that, when they are growing up, what they are looking for another mom, right? And what we became, another mom.
Yeah,
and after that, we are...
that natural nurturing instinct. But I think as far as for now, I guess what came to me when you were speaking was the integration of emotions that men weren't allowed to have it before. They had to be tough. They had to be resilient. They had to be the breadwinner. They had to be all this kind of stuff. And now the integration of emotions and things, I think the pendulum has swung the other direction, wearing a dress, allowing women to kind of be there, all about their sexuality, all the strength or whatever. I think then it's going to kind of come back down to a better balance. Either way, we both need each other. We both want each other. We're here to procreate, and what does that look like in extending, our species? what does that look like? And it's a balance of, the yin and the yang and the energy that exists between us.
As creation is not really mean just a kid. You can create a project, a business, or something, and you need feminine and masculine including that, and not
within ourselves.
What you have and having like the partner in your life.
Mm-hmm. And I think that you and I have become, through our experiences, has come very, very strong-willed, because when someone takes away your boundaries when you're young, it's very hard to then integrate them as an adult. It's that someone else chose for me then, and now I'm choosing for me, and where is my line? Where am I comfortable versus where society is comfortable?
So we got a little bit more seconds left. So tell me something, guys, something deeper that you guys want women to know, these last couple minutes that we got here. Like, what is something you think they should know nowadays?
Again, stop being mean and bad with your women around you. It's not a competition. We are not in a competition. We are sister, and we need to work like that. Appreciate the women you have in your life. Love the women you have in your life, starting with yourself.
And that's where I guess for you is to celebrate you and all of what that, celebrate you and all of what that encompasses. What I say is I'm not going to water myself down. I'm not going to change who I am. I treat others with love and respect, and to radiate that in love towards women or not. We're 7 degrees of separation, both men and women, and women do need other women. We are nurturers, and especially when we've kind of lost our way and had to be strong, we embrace each other's femininity and really reinforce that with one another, get back to what that love means of ourselves, with our bodies and accepting them, and going from there, the other mental and physical things that go along with it.
Good. It sounds good from both ends. And, I agree with everything, because I try to look into everybody's, viewpoints and try to step in everybody's shoes about, what it is to be them. And, especially, I'm not a woman, but again, as guys need to learn how to step in their shoes and see it from their perspective. But yeah, that's very good. I'm glad you guys got on the podcast today. This is a special
Thank you.
edition for
Thank you.
International Women's Day on Table Talk Tantric. This is Enlightened Networker Podcast, and I will see you guys on the next show.
Thank you.
A great way to become a nurse is the Felician Way with Felician University's Accelerated BSN program. Felician ABSN is designed for people who have non-nursing college credits and want to begin a new career as a nurse on an accelerated timeline. With 2 learning formats, a hybrid program in Parsippany and an on-ground program in Rutherford, Felician ABSN provides multiple paths to nursing success. It's the Felician Way. Plus, we have seats available now. To learn more, search Felician ABSN.
Amazon is hiring near you, looking for team members who know that their work is important and that every package matters. Find a job that fits your life with competitive wages, reliable hours, and benefits. Let's work together, from boxing it up to sending it on its way. Every step offers a different role and schedule. So, are you ready to work together in your community? Visit Amazon.com/apply to see what's available. That's Amazon.com/apply. Amazon is an equal opportunity employer.